Welcome back, lovely people, to Anxiety Art Adventures. Today is... What is today? Today is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Not really, I'm recording this early, but when you watch this, it's going to be Christmas Eve. So, ho, 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 everybody. Today I'm going to do a color and chat out of Fairies in Dreamland by Denyse Klette. I've had this book for quite a long time. I've done a few things in it, a page or two I think I've started on, but I'm not going to do a flip through of this book. I think I've got a flip through on my channel somewhere, but today we're going to do a color and chat of a cute little piggy page. Isn't he cute? He's sleeping. So we're going to work on this today and just do a chat. And I'm going to use some Ohuhu markers for the pig and the wider branch, and then the rest of the page I'm going to be using Bic Intensity. Love these. I use these on my mandala books when I need fine detail because they're really, really fine. And I love using these. The colors are wonderful. So these will be in the link below for anybody that is interested in purchasing these. Awesome markers. Love them. Okay. So, how is everybody's Christmas Eve? All right, I'm going to zoom in so that we can, see what I am doing. Do a little autofocus here. Woo. Okay. And of course my computer's gonna try and take off as usual. Always remember to put something, paper, behind what you're working on with markers. I'm gonna actually put it sideways at first because the book is a square book, so a normal piece of paper doesn't fit widthwise. So yeah. Alright, we're gonna work on Little Piggy first. I've already picked out my Ohuhu color for that. Is number 7. So what is everybody doing for Christmas Eve? I hope you're having fun and hanging out with family and friends and, not going too crazy. Christmas Eve is a busy day for us. We usually go to my Dad's house around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we sit around and have some drinks and some, chat, and then we open gifts, Then we have a huge, early dinner, around 5. Yeah. It's massive, the amount of food that is on the table. It's crazy. Usually for Christmas Eve we have a huge prime rib, and it's like a standing rib roast, and we help my dad cut it in the kitchen, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's seriously, it's like cutting prime rib and just having a big slab of prime rib, and then of course all the sides, and it's just fantastic. This color's a little darker than I would like, but that's okay. Nothing but happy accidents. So yeah, and then usually Christmas Eve, if my dad is feeling up to it, I will go to a 11 o'clock church service with him at his church. Usually we do it in memory of my grandmother, who was very active in her church when she was alive, and her church was Presbyterian. I grew up Presbyterian, and then later on down the road I changed to Baptist. I'll be really honest with you, my husband and I haven't gone to church in years and years and years. We stopped going to the church that we got married in primarily because we were actually the youngest ones in the church, and it was a historical church near where we used to live, and it was a beautiful church, just gorgeous, and loved it. And we really enjoyed the pastor at the time and his wife, and it was great. But the issue we had was, like I said, it was an older church, and there were not any young couples there, and if there were, it was very few and far between, and they would come a few times and then they'd stop coming because the church didn't offer, activities for kids, or things for younger people to do. There was some controversy about their Sunday school because they old schooled Sunday school where they actually separated the Sunday school classes between men and women. And I did not agree with that. Like, if I'm going to go to a Sunday school, I want to go with my husband and be able to share, share, with him the conversations and, all of that. So we voiced our opinions on that. And then my husband he's an IT guy, so he's a programmer and very, very good with computers. And he offered to help, set up a website that was, not from 1912, and have it active where people could make donations online and like set up events online. Like, we were trying to like really help bring the church into, modern day. And we got a lot of pushback. I was a project manager for a long time, and I did a lot of marketing. So I was willing to help set up, I feel like this is really blurry. I was willing to help set up, and market for them. I'm trying to autofocus here, y'all. Apparently it just doesn't want to do it. We were trying to help them just try to, bring more people in that were younger. And they had wonderful facilities. Like, they had two huge buildings. One was the main church, which had, rooms for activities and kids and stuff. And then they had a whole separate building where they held their Sunday school. And it's like, that's where I got ready when Adam and I got married. And it's a great church with great facilities. It's just, hello 20th century, so anyway, we tried really hard for a long time to basically get more people into the church, and it just didn't work, and we got a lot of pushback, and we finally just said, we can't keep coming here because it wasn't a good fit for us. So we stopped going there right before we moved out here to the country. And we haven't really found anything that really, that we enjoy, to be honest with you. So, yeah. So that's a little story about that. Yeah. But anyway, I forgot why I started talking about that. Oh yeah, Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, if my dad's feeling up to it, we will go to a Christmas Eve service in honor of my grandmother, his mother, that I was so close to, which you'll hear all about her in my Christmas Eve premiere video if you watch that. And I included a recipe from her on that video, so check it out. So yeah, that's going to be our Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, go to Adam's parents' house and spend time with his family and his, his sister, her 3 children, her husband. Yeah, I'm going to turn this a little bit. You guys can see this. It just doesn't look right in my camera. Yeah, so it's going to be busy. And then this past Sunday, okay, it's hard to talk about this because it hasn't really happened because I'm pre-recording this, but this past Sunday we're going to my sister's house to celebrate Christmas with my mom. So yeah, it hasn't happened yet. So I'll tell you all about that in another video when that happens. So yeah, so what are your favorite things to do on Christmas Eve? If I wasn't going anywhere, I would like to, honestly, I would like to sit on my sofa and just watch Christmas movies all day long. And Christmas Day, I would like to do that. That would be fantastic. Just kind of veg out. So don't think I'm not going to do that the day after Christmas, because oh yes, that's going to happen. I'm going to need a down day. So yeah, because right after Christmas, the 28th, which is a Saturday, we are going to have basically like a Christmas dinner for Sean, because his family is not here, and I'll be really honest with you, he doesn't really have a lot of family. So I'm going to do a Christmas dinner for him here at the house. My mom and stepdad are going to come over, and we're going to cook something and, chill out and do a little Christmas for him. So that's going to be on the 28th. And then New Year's Eve, I'm not sure what we're doing yet, to be really honest with you. I have no idea. Okay, so we're going to open up these Bic Intensity markers. Let's see. Originally, I was going to color the flowers like a bright red, but I'm kind of changing my mind on that. Because these apples down here are going to be red. So let's do that. Yeah, here we go. Bright red. Yeah. I love these markers. They're permanent markers, and of course they have the name of them on the marker. This one is, I know you can't read that. Probably not. Nope. It's called Rambunctious Red. Yes. All right. So yeah, so we're gonna be pretty busy. New Year's Eve, actually, I take that back. We're gonna have out of town guests come New Year's Eve. I think that's still the plan. And of course, Sean will be here as well New Year's Eve. So yeah. But New Year's Eve is usually fun. We usually play Cards Against Humanity, of course, with a few adult drinks. I'll never forget, oh my gosh, y'all. I can't remember, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, but my mom came over one year and had a few drinks with me and my husband and our friends that come from out of town. And y'all, all I'm gonna say is, if you've ever played Cards Against Humanity with one of your parents, holy crap, it's so embarrassing. Like, my mom got the worst cards possible that she could get, and it just, oh my gosh, we laughed so hard. And the only reason we laughed is because, you know, we were drinking. So everything was funny at that point. But yeah, that was interesting. I would definitely put that on a bucket list if you guys, for those of you that still, you know, have your parents, play Cards Against Humanity with your parents. It's quite interesting. And the funniest part was, like, some of them, my mom was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that word is. What does that mean? So I had to, like, explain some really crazy things to her. Oh my gosh. It was a trip. It was a trip. It was a trip. Oh boy. The things we talked about that day. Good grief. Okay, so I do have a bright green, but we're gonna do these in a dark green. Yeah, nice dark green. I can't tell you how much I love these markers. They're awesome. And they're permanent, so yay. We've got that really nice fine tip on them. Y'all remember when you were younger, did you have like scented markers? I just remember when I was like, you know, 12, 13, something like that. I remember having scented markers. I can't remember who made them. But, oh, wow. I would just sit there and be like, you know, sniffing the markers. That's great. Probably really bad for you. But hey, they're scented markers. That's what they're for, right? Okay. All right. So we got the apples done. I know I'm not doing a Christmas picture. Here, look, I'm going to move this camera because, yeah, just because I want it down here near me. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Use the light a little bit more. Okay. So I'm thinking of doing the flowers a purple. What do y'all think? Purple? Purple? Yes, I think a purple. So I've got like a pinkish purple. Oh no, look here. Ooh yeah. This is like a bright, what color is this one? Oh, that's Desert Rose. Okay, let's test this out. Hold on one second. Let's see, Desert Rose. Okay, no, that's a really dark purple. I don't want that one. This is a light purple. Oh yes, I like that color. That's like, wow, that's like really in your face purple. And then of course you've got your, okay, so this one is, what? I can't read that. Polynesian purple? Is that right? It's on my eyesight. This one is Plumtastic purple. Let's see. Yeah, that one's like a brown. No. No shade. No. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Okay. I hope the marker, well, we can do different colors too. Okay, so y'all, let's talk about Anne from A Colorful Life, her challenge. I think it is the best idea ever, where you just take a pack of markers and you have to color a page, a mandala, whatever, with every single color in the marker set. I think it's awesome. I want to do it. I'm going to do a video. I just have to find, a mandala that A, I'm comfortable working with, and B, I have to choose a pack of markers. So, in the comments below, let me know which pack of markers you would like to see me work with. I have 100 set of Ohuhus. I have 100 set of Cali Arts. I have these Bic Intensities, which are only, what? How many colors are in this one? 36. I have the Parku 36 set. So yeah, that's all I have for permanent markers. I want to do it with permanent markers, so that's what I have to choose from. 100 Ohuhu, 100 Cali Art, 36 Bic Intensity, or 36 Parku. So let me know which you think I should do. Of course, I know everybody's going to choose one of the 100 set, and that's fine. That's fine. But I think it's a great idea. So kudos to Miss Anne, who I absolutely adore. And I just want to say I'm very proud of her for making the decision to, you know, probably go back to doing her, just making her channel a coloring channel, because that's what she really likes to do. And she said her analytics showed that that's what everybody wanted to see. I think it's great. And I just want her to do what makes her happy. Whereas my analytics are, to be really honest with you, they're all over the place. I have a mixed audience. So I have a lot of people that want to see color and chat, but then I also have a lot of people that want to see diamond painting, to be honest with you. It's pretty much, it's really close to being even across the board. We might do different colored flowers, actually. Might just make it a mixed bag and do different colored flowers. It's really even. I was kind of surprised. The most views I get so far are when I do like coloring book hauls. Those really get a lot of views, especially if I show more than one book at a time. Apparently everyone likes to see those. Coloring book flip throughs, not so much. And, you know, I'll be really honest with you. I do those when I'm not feeling my best and I don't want to sit here for, you know, a couple hours and color. So I'll do a coloring book flip through. I do want to do a flip through of all of the things I've done out of Kirby Rosanis's books. I think that would be fun to kind of put that together. Just grab all of his books and just show you guys what I've done. And I really want to try and finish Imagimorphia in 2020. So that's one of my goals. The other goal is to get a diamond painting done for my husband for his office, and get a diamond painting or two done for Sean for his apartment. Hopefully do a few as gifts for my family. Thinking about getting like a custom one done. So yeah. So tell me, what are your goals for 2020? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be art related. I mean, I'd love to hear what your art related goals are if you've thought about it. But any other goals, like I know some people have weight loss goals, or have, you know, exercise goals, or, you know, whatever your goals are, I'd love to hear what they are. Tell me. Start typing down below. So, and again, I'm going to keep you guys updated. I have not been flagged on any of my videos. I've taken some pretty good precautions as far as a disclaimer in front of every video, and I've kind of stayed away from, you know, childish looking graphics on my thumbnails. Originally I was doing my thumbnails ugly and just having it as my black background with my logo. And I was like, this is really boring. That doesn't attract anybody to be like, hey, I really want to look at that, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna spark it up a little bit and throw some colors in there and see how it goes. So far, haven't been flagged at all. So that's good. But again, I am not monetized, so that might have something to do with it. I'm not sure. There's a lot of hubbub about that, about monetized versus non-monetized being flagged. So I don't know. At this point, you guys, I really don't. Honestly, I'm not stressed about it. I don't care. I'm just gonna do my thing and do what I like doing. And if they flag a video, they flag a video, and it'll come down. So, whatevs. I'm not worried about it. I've got Twitch set up as a you know, backup option. So that's there. And again, I've told you all this before. I really like Twitch. Twitch to me is much more user friendly for the creator than YouTube is. It's got a lot more friendly options, mod options. It's really nice because you can just set up bots for your mods. Now, I'm sure you can do that in YouTube. I tried to do a few of them, and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me use the ones that I use for Twitch. So, a really common one, Nightbot. I mean, that one is the one where you can just have, you know, you just type in exclamation point and a phrase, and you know, whatever link you want comes up in there. So, yeah. Okay. So, what other color? Let's see. I think I want to do. Got pink already for him. Let's do orange. Bright orange. All right, this is sunset orange. I guarantee you I'm not going to get this page done today with y'all, but at least I'm doing a color in chat. And then that way maybe we can finish it on the next color in chat. But I'm not the type of person where, I know some people, they're like, oh my god, if I start it, I have to finish it. Oh my god. I mean, I like to be able to finish it, but at the same time, I like to take my time with a page, and I can't just sit here for 4 hours and do a video. I don't have time for that, and y'all don't have time for that, and yeah, my legs would fall asleep. So yeah, but no, I am gonna try and do some more coloring. I need to, and I need to work with my pencils again. I've just, wow, gotten to the point where markers are so nice and easy, and for me now it's all about easy and not worrying about, you know, shading and picking out all these colors and what's going to look good with shading and yada yada yada. So, and on top of that, I'm like Anne, I mean, I have arthritis in my hands, so after a while my hand starts to hurt. Even using markers, if I sit here for a long time and use markers, yeah, my hand's gonna hurt. I mean, that's how it is. This is actually orange, not red. I know it looks red, but it's really orange. It is really orange, sunset orange. So yeah, and if I'm going to finish Imagimorphia, then guess what? That has to be done with pencil, because I can't use markers because they are double-sided pages. So yeah. And then sometime in January, I'm going to do a big giveaway of coloring books that I am not using, will never use. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Might even be giving away some art supplies, like pencils that I'm not using. I'm a Derwent girl, so I have pretty much every Derwent set there is. Love Derwent, and I have a lot of Caran d'Ache sets. I have 2 Prismacolor sets. I am not a fan of Prismacolor. I love the vibrancy of Prismacolor, but I don't like how soft the pencils are, and I feel like they wear down quickly. And I know a lot of that is because I'm very heavy-handed and I don't like white space on a page, so I sit there and I press too hard, even with shading. I know you're supposed to do layers and layers and layers and layers, but I guess I'm impatient, so I sit there and like I sit there and push and push and push and push and push. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of Prismacolor. I'll tell you one pencil I do like, that I'm actually using on a page in Anamorphia, are Black Widow pencils. I got them a couple years ago, and I really like them. Like they're soft, but they're not too soft, and they blend really well. They are wax, but they're nice, and they're not ridiculously expensive. I wish they came in a larger selection of colors. I think I only have like I think I only have like a 24 set, because I think back then that was like all they came with. I know they have more options now, but yeah. So yeah, I do really like those pencils. What else? I do love this book. This book is very whimsical and cute, and has some really fun images. If you guys haven't seen this book, you should check it out. Check it out. Okay, so now we're gonna do, of course, we have to do a yellow, right? Do this big one up here, bright yellow. All right, let's see. This one is Yellow Blaze. Oh, how bright is that gonna be? Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be nice and bright. Yay. I do like it too because you can put the top onto the marker. That's always nice. Yeah. Yeah, see now I've talked about scented markers. Now I want to get some. Oh, I just remembered the name of the wax that I was trying to think of in my other video. Patty wax. I couldn't remember the name of it. It was like, the scented wax that everybody's using. I couldn't think of it. I don't have any. Probably not going to get any right now. I have too much stuff, y'all. I really need to just stop and go through my things and organize and get rid of stuff. Basically, I'm going to do the same rule of thumb that I do with my clothes and shoes. If I haven't worn them in the last, 8 months to a year, they're going bye-bye. And a lot of the issue with, I have a lot of stuff in my closet, my clothes closet, that I haven't gotten rid of yet. Because a lot of it, I still have tags on stuff, y'all, that my family has given me as gifts for whatever, birthday, Christmas, what have you. And they're like really nice things. And I can't bring myself to get rid of them because they were gifts, But I think most of y'all know this, but I lost a lot of weight in the last, 3 years. Okay, sorry about that. My computer decided to restart in the middle of my effing video. Yikes. I was really mad. So sorry about that. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. That's okay. Totally just restarted. Ugh. I got this new laptop like a couple months ago. It's a Dell. It's a G7 17, and it's a gaming laptop. And I got it to replace. I had a MacBook Air that was like 5-6 years old, and it didn't have enough storage space for all the videos and stuff that I was doing. And I wanted to be able to have, because I'm a gamer as well, I wanted to have a gaming laptop that I could take with me, like, you know, if I want to go visit Sean at his apartment, or, you know, wherever, go to my friends, and be able to just take my laptop and play my game. So anyway, this computer has a ton more memory and, you know, storage on it. Much better graphics card, all that good stuff. But I'm an Apple girl, and don't judge me. My phone is Apple, my watch, my iPad. I have an iMac, and then I had my MacBook. So I do have a PC, like a desktop PC, for my computer games, and I use that when I was doing some work for my dad, some marketing work. But I'm not really a Windows person. So yeah, so it's been an adjustment. Been quite an adjustment. I'm not used to it. Still trying to get the hang of it. So anyway, yeah. It's a good computer. I mean, it runs everything fine. It's just, I don't know why it just restarted, and then it made this huge like beeping sound saying that it had done a scan. So whatevs. I don't really understand what that means. I didn't have any updates or anything. It just decided to restart. So okay. So what kind of computers do you all have? Do any of you play video games? And if so, what video games do you play? Shoot, did I not have that down all the way? Nope, I sure didn't. That's okay. I like playing MMOs, which are multiplayer online games. I also like playing Overwatch, which is a quick match, you know, fight other people, and it's a lot of fun. I really like playing Overwatch. Because you're not heavily invested in the game. I mean, your character already has a weapon, and, you know, everybody's kind of on the same playing field. Of course, there's stronger characters than others, but yeah, it's not like you have to, you know, get better gear or anything like that. You just load up and play. So that's always nice. It's a great game when you want to take some anger out on some people. Oh boy. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I play that. And as far as MMOs go, everybody pretty much right now is playing, like my husband and Sean and some of our other friends. They're playing World of Warcraft Classic. That seems to be the thing right now. So that's what everybody's playing for. I'm waiting for a new character to come out on Black Desert Online. We're scheduled to have a new character hopefully the beginning of next year. I've kind of stopped playing that game for now just because, you know, I got to max level. Well, max level for me, 62. And it's like, what else do I do now? Like, that was my goal for however long I've been playing that game, 3-4 years, is to get a character to max level 62, well, 62, and gear it out, and I did that. So now it's like, what do I do? Yeah. So there really aren't any good MMOs out right now. There's some that are supposed to be coming out. Like, I'm looking forward to Pantheon. However, really sad. Pantheon is just basically a version of EverQuest that's being redone. I know I'm talking a bunch of gibberish to a lot of you right now. But anyway, Brad McQuaid passed away. He was the main developer and creator of EverQuest, and he was the main developer on Pantheon, and he just passed away recently. It's very sad. Just suddenly, and he was only in his 50s, so yeah. Sad. Sad, sad. Alright, so we got a pretty yellow flower there. Love these bright markers, y'all. Okay. And let's see, we've got some ones over here. I think I'm gonna make those like a blue. Like a light blue. I know, I'm doing like a spring picture and it's Christmas, but you know what? I got kind of tired of Christmas stuff, coloring Christmas stuff. I wanted to color something different. And I was going through all of my coloring books and I was like, you know what? I need to look for coloring books that are single-sided, because that way I can use markers. And I'm fairly new to using markers. I've only been using them a couple of months. And I was like, wow, that's a good idea. Let's go through my books and see which ones are single-sided that I can use markers in. And this was one of them. So yay. And there are books that I'm not going to get rid of. That's what we were talking about before my computer decided to, cut itself off. There are books that I'm not going to get rid of, like my Clara Markova books, my hardback coloring books. I'm not going to get rid of those. I'm going to keep those. Just because I love, love, love the artwork in them. Doesn't mean I have to color in them. I can collect them for the artwork. So yeah. But yeah, I went through some of my coloring books that are single-sided, and I'm excited because now I can use markers in them. So we can have some color and chats with markers. Might do a few color and chats with pencil, who knows, but I'll probably do most of my pencil stuff off camera because I really, really take my time when I use pencils, and it's really boring, in my opinion. And I have to stop quite often and, do something else so my hand doesn't start, cramping up really bad. So yeah. Alright, so I am curious though, how many of you prefer coloring to diamond painting? And why? Inquiring minds want to know. So tell me. You'll still see what I'm doing? Okay, good. Yeah, I would love to know. But yeah, I love markers. I even like water-based markers. Like, I really like my Zig markers. It's just, the only thing with the Zig clean color brush markers are, I don't feel like I have a lot of control over them because they're a brush nib. So for little designs like this, like smaller areas, I wouldn't feel comfortable using them just because, you're not going to have a lot of control and you'll go outside of the lines and all that good stuff. Yeah, and these markers too, I like these markers because they don't put off a lot of fumes, I know a lot of alcohol markers have the tendency to put off fumes. Now, I do not own any Sharpies. I do not own any Bics other than these, the intensity markers. So I can't vouch for those. I mean, I have regular black Sharpies that I use for like writing on boxes and things like that. And they're pretty fumey, you know. So I can imagine the rest of Sharpies are going to have that fume. And I get migraines, so I got to be careful with that. But yeah, these don't put off any fumes. The Ohuhus really don't put off a lot of fumes. Neither do the Caliars. I mean, they've got a little bit of a smell because, you know, they're permanent marker, but not too bad. Not too bad. All right, now we're going to come down here to these. So yeah. It's so cold here today. Oh my goodness. I think our high today is only like upper 30s. Last night it was 23, which is really cold to me. I'm in Virginia, so we typically don't get really brutal winters. Our coldest times of the year are probably through January and the first part of February. And you know, I mean, 20s, 30s. Sometimes, you know, we'll go in the teens. But it's very rare that we get into like negative numbers or go below that 0 point. That normally doesn't happen here. Thank goodness. I'm not a fan of really cold weather. My ideal weather is like 70, 75, you know, maybe a light breeze. That's ideal. Once you get to 80 and above, it gets to be a little toasty. And then of course anything above 85, I just yuck. Yuck. Okay. Are there any other blue flowers like that? Oh, I didn't color these up here all the way. So yeah. Okay, I don't think there are any more of the blue flowers that I can see. Okay. My camera is just not. Just not autofocusing very well. But that's okay. Okay. We have these over here to do, these flowers, so I gotta pick colors for those flowers. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. So we've done purple, yellow, orange. I don't want to do green because there's gonna be a lot of green in the vines and leaves and stuff. Oh, we could do an aqua. And we could do a bright pink. Oh yeah. Gotta do a bright pink. This one is Fandango Pink. Yeah. So this one's gonna be brighter, much brighter than the pig, obviously. So hopefully you guys can still see that. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, I know why. Because my camera fell. Hold on. That's why. It's too close. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There we go. Oh, I see my chair, but that's okay. And me. Whee! Sorry, I'm going to give you guys whiplash here for a second. I must have like moved my camera when I got mad at it. I'll zoom in just a second. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we'll see now. Yeah, that's as much as I can zoom in, but that's okay. That is okay. But I was like, why is the camera like right at my chin? So yeah, my camera must have moved. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, we're going to color this one. Let me move this. Sorry. We're going to bring this down here. Yeah. Okay. With the bright, bright pink. Alright, now I forgot what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. But yeah. Gotta go through all my coloring stuff. And I'm gonna have to start going through my diamond painting stuff too. Like, I've been keeping all of my drills from anything I've done, which I was keeping them in case anything like, you know, any of the drills popped off or anything like that. But to be honest with you, the first couple of diamond paintings that I did were crappy canvases and crappy drills, so just because I didn't know at the time, I just bought like, you know, a $3 canvas off Amazon. Yeah, so anyway, so I probably need to go through and like throw away a bunch of this and yeah, I've got so many canvases. I went crazy with Diamond Art Club. I really did. They had so many nice, beautiful things. You know, beautiful kits. And the nice thing about them are, you know, I've got them all. They don't take up that much space. I've got them all in a tub, like a big Rubbermaid tub. And they don't take up a lot of space, and I keep all of them in the box. The ones that I can't keep in the box, like if I've taken out the drills to check the drills or what have you, I put them in, I'll show you, I'll put them in a Ziploc bag, like the Sneaky Cat. I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I write what it is on there, the Sneaky Cat drills. And then I've got the legend in the Ziploc bag as well. So I keep all of those over here in some stackable shelves. And that way I can just, you know, pick a canvas I want to do and then just grab the Ziploc bag and kit it up. So, yep. I do kit up my diamond paintings. I'm very OCD, so I like to have everything organized and, you know, stored and not, you know, just not in disarray, so to speak. It's very important to me. So yeah. But yeah, it's definitely been a busy time of year, that's for sure. And I wish Christmas wasn't like that. Like, I wish Christmas wasn't so focused on, you know, gifts and, you know, oh my gosh, I have to get this ready and, you know, get this done beforehand and all the, you know, it's become so commercialized, which is sad. Because obviously that's not what Christmas is all about. You know, even for people that don't celebrate Christmas, I'm sure that, you know, everyone knows that it's about, your family and your friends, and you know, being grateful for what you have in your life and who is in your life, and you know, just taking time out to appreciate that. That's how I feel anyway. My personal opinion. So if it could just be like that, where, you know, hey, we just get together with family, and you know, you don't worry about gifts, and you know, don't stress out over materialistic things, and just show up and hang out, and like, you know, go do something fun, like go look at lights, or go to a movie, you know, do something different, not so traditional. I mean, tradition is nice, don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody has traditions that they do. I do. I mean, I have things I do at holidays that I do every year. But you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to use this peach parfait. I think I'm going to use this down here, though, so it's not so close to Pink Piggy. Oh, I just love, love, love these markers. I wonder if the Bic normal, like regular fine tip markers are like this as well. If you have regular Bic markers or regular Sharpies, let me know. Let me know your preference, because I do want to get some Sharpies or some Bics. I know, I'm pretty sure, is it Sharpies that don't put the name on their pens? I think it's Sharpies, yeah. I like having the name on the pen, but it's not like, you know, a deal breaker or anything. It's not something I have to have. I wish you guys could see my dog and cat over here. Or actually, I might be able to turn the camera around so you can see them. So Blue has his bed, and Java is in her, she's got like a little hut. It's like a little, it's a Christmas present hut. It's a soft little hut. It's so cute. So cute. I don't know if I can do it without, you'll probably see upside down. All right, so there's Kitty in the hut. See, it looks like a little present. Sorry for the light. And then there's Blue, just knocked out in his bed. Bella she's actually in her crate. She has lost her eyesight completely, and she wants to be in her crate. Like that's the only place she feels safe. So we just leave the door open, and she goes in there, and that's where she sleeps. So yeah, you really got to pay attention to her when she's not in her crate, because she'll run into things. We're actually looking at getting her like a really big playpen kind of thing, where it's a soft-sided playpen, so that she can, you know. Oh, sorry. I know that was loud. I'm sorry. My markers were falling. But it's a soft-sided playpen. Oh, this one is Summer Melon. So that she doesn't feel so scared about moving around. Yeah. Yeah. But she's older. She's, we think she's about 13, 14. Blue is, let's see, I got him in May of 2008 as a puppy. So he'll be 12 in May of 2020. So yeah, and he's deaf. I don't know if it has anything to do with, he has alopecia, which is a skin disorder in dogs with blue colored, it's very prominent in dogs with blue colored fur, which isn't really blue, it's like a grayish with blue tones to it. But anyway, he's got that blue color and he's got alopecia, and I don't know if that has anything to do with that or not. I wouldn't think so. I don't know. The vet never mentioned anything about that. But yeah, it was crazy when we found out he had it, because he started losing. He has the blue and then he's got the white hair as well, and he started losing the blue hair and getting like bald patches when he was a baby. So we took him to the vet, and it was actually really interesting. They took us into the back where their microscope was, and she had pulled a piece of hair, the blue hair, and pulled a piece of his white hair. And she was comparing the two, and it was amazing to see that under a microscope. It was like the blue hair was like all brittle and broken, and like, I mean, you could see like all these little kinks in it. Like you could tell it was a very weak hair follicle. And then the white hair was just as healthy as could be. I mean, it was amazing the difference between them. So yeah, but it's just a skin disorder. It has to do with the pigment, that blue pigment. It's a genetic thing. So anyway, the more you know, right? The more you know. Okay, so now I need it down here. What color have we not done? See, this is where I wish I could hear what you guys were saying, because then you could tell me, do this color, do that color. Oh, let's do this color. It's like a really light, tranquil teal. The names of some of these markers are great. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. It's like watercolor, like paradise water, you know? So yeah. All right, so is anyone traveling over the holidays? If so, where are you going? How far do you travel? We're fortunate our family is all here. I would think that would be very hard to be away from family like that. If you have family that's really far away that you have to fly to, or take a train or what have you. That's one thing I've never done, y'all. I want to take a train. My anxiety really, with my anxiety, I don't like flying at all. I usually have to Dramamine it up or Xanax it up to fly. But a train, I don't know. I don't know if that would really bug me, or if it would like not bug me. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use this color green, which is forest green. Okay, old man got up. Okay, now he's laying back down. I'm going to use this color on the thicker part of the stalk down here. And then I'm going to use a lighter green for the vine that's going around it. I don't know about a train. It might freak me out, but the fact that I'm actually on the ground, and it kind of just be like being in a car, right? But yeah, Adam and I have talked about taking a train to, I've always wanted to go to Savannah, Georgia. I love all the images that I've seen of Savannah. My favorite author, Anne Rice, lives in Savannah. I've always wanted to go there, and I'm a huge fan of cemeteries. I think they're awesome, especially, you know, big, huge tombstones and, you know, mausoleums and stuff. I've just always been fascinated with that stuff. So yeah, so we've talked about taking a train to Savannah and, you know, spending like a long weekend there. Because Savannah's not going to be too far from here. I think it's like a train ride. I think it's like eight hours maybe, something like that. But yeah, I would think that would be fun, and like maybe stay in like a bed and breakfast, or, you know, I don't know. A bed and breakfast would be cool. I know they've got plenty of those. And like horse-drawn carriage rides, you know, go look at all the historical things in downtown Savannah. And oh, I've heard the food there is just amazing. I want to say, was it Emerald that had a restaurant there? Maybe I'm thinking of New Orleans. No, I think I'm thinking of New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. New Orleans is nice. I went during Mardi Gras, which probably wasn't the best time to go. Y'all probably couldn't even see what I was doing. Rip. Yeah, it was crazy. That was during college when I went to Mardi Gras. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, yeah, I got beads. I got beads. These markers are fantastic. I love them. Yeah, so that's something we want to do. Any trips planned for 2020 for any of you? Any travel? You're going to Ireland in June. Super excited. I know you've heard me talk about it and you're probably like, shut the F up, but it's Ireland, y'all. It has been on our bucket list for a long time. Since Adam's family is from Ireland. Yeah. It's going to be amazeballs. And from what I understand, even going in the middle of June, it's gonna be chilly. Gonna be a little on the chilly side. So that surprised me a little bit. I don't know what their I don't know what their look, see, my camera keeps falling, y'all. What is happening? Is it falling like when I don't This is why it's not in focus, because now it's like, I mean, literally it's right there. Is it like something wrong with my, I think it's my, I need to get a new yep, see, now you get to see my chair. I don't know, I think I need to get a new stand. Probably making y'all sick right now, I'm sorry. Okay, we're just gonna go with that right now. Yeah, it keeps falling. What the F? Okay. But that's in better view. Yeah, like I'm watching the arm. It's like slowly. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Something's going on. See, now I forgot what I was talking about again. Telling you what. Always fun color and chat with me, because it's just wackadoodle all the time. Yeah, so that's our big trip we're planning, is to go to Ireland in June. Yeah, so it's supposed to be cold in June? Or chilly is what I was told. I don't know. Um, yeah, so apparently lots of layers is required. So yes, looking forward to that. We're going to be there for right around 2 weeks. I think we're going to leave like the middle of June and come back right before July 4th. So, and I might have talked about this before, but that's the longest that I've been gone from my babies. And I'm a little nervous. Just a little bit nervous there. Yeah, a little nervous. That's okay. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Okay, stay there. Okay. Oh boy. But it'll be fine. Sean's gonna come here and stay with the animals, so that'll be good. So that way I don't have to board them, because, oh my gosh. Especially Blue. When you board Blue, it's like the end of the world for him. And when you come back, he's like, screw you. You boarded me. I'm not talking to you for like a week. Holds a grudge. He should have been a female dog. He has such an attitude all the time. He's just, I love him dearly. He's my baby, but oh my Lord. Ugh. Such a little pansy. And jealous. Oh. He gets all the attention. And you know what? That's my fault, because when he was a baby, I got him, I went through a pretty bad divorce, and I got him when I was going through my divorce, and we were separated, and I was in my own apartment, and I got him when I was in that apartment, and that was probably the biggest mistake of my life. But you know, I mean, I was lonely. I had my other dog, Alex. She was an Australian cattle dog. But she was older, and she really wasn't very active anymore. And I've always heard that it's better to, when you have an older dog, and if you want to continue to have dogs, I've heard it's better to bring in a younger dog while you still have the other dog. For 2 reasons. One, the puppy gets used to another type of dog. It's, you know, you're socializing it. And, oh, I missed that up there. I didn't even see that versus the branch. You're socializing the puppy, and then the older dog also, you know, isn't by itself, and maybe it wants to be by itself. I mean, Alex wasn't that way. She really liked Blue. She loved Blue, actually. Yeah. I think that was supposed to have been brown, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. So anyway, so when Blue was a baby, I got him when he was 8 weeks old, which is too young. But due to the situation, he needed to get out of where he was. So brought him to the apartment, and at that young, I mean, they have to go out like every couple hours, and that's hard to do when you work a full-time job. I was working at the time. You know, I was doing the best I could. I would come home at lunchtime and let him out, and Adam would like, we would shift our lunch breaks. So like, I would take an earlier lunch, Adam would take a later lunch, and he would go to the apartment and, you know, let the dog out. But nighttime was the worst, because I crate trained them, because being in an apartment, I had to. You had to put them in a crate, because if not, oh my Lord, you're going to be cleaning up stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I crate trained him, and he hated his crate. Absolutely couldn't stand it. And he would just cry and cry and cry. And again, being an apartment, you can't have that because people are going to complain. So at night, I would bring him into the bedroom, put him in the bed with me, you know, things you shouldn't do. And finally, Adam got tired of that and was like, okay, I'm going to roll over and kill this teeny tiny little puppy. You need to stop, you know, bringing him into the bed. He said, bring his crate in here and, you know, put the crate right next to the bed so that way he knows we're right here. We tried that. Oh my God, that didn't work either. He still cried. So I would literally have to sleep with him in his crate with my fingers inside the crate so that he could know I was right there. And I think the problem is he's very needy. I think he was just taken away from the mom way too early. I really think that has a lot to do with it. So anyway, I really babied him. I mean, I had like a hot water bottle thing in there with him at night. I tried the whole putting a clock next to him to hear the ticking. I mean, I tried everything possible to get him to just go to sleep, and he just wouldn't do it. He just kept crying and crying. It just broke my heart. So anyway, he got babied, and because of that, now I have, you know, a whiny baby, and he's still like that. Like, he follows me wherever I go. If I go outside to take the trash out or whatever, go get the mail, he's like at the door, like, oh my God, you left. Oh my God, you left. You're coming back, right? Oh. You know, it goes bananas. Bananas. So it's just like, yikes. Now, with him being deaf, if he doesn't see me leave, no problem. Like, he'll just keep sleeping, obviously, because he didn't hear me leave, he didn't see me leave. He'll just keep sleeping in his bed. Like, perfect example of that was last night. I went to go see Sean and have dinner over at his apartment. And when I left, Adam had not come home yet from work. So I had to put Blue in his crate, because we crate them when we leave, because, you know, I like my house and don't want everything ruined. So I had to put him in his crate when we left, and oh my gosh, I could hear him from the garage just carrying on, screaming. Oh my God, you put me in my crate. Oh my God. But yet he doesn't do that at night. At nighttime, he knows, you know, when I go to bed, I put him outside. Him and Bella both do their business, bring them in. They both know to go to their crate and lay down. And at night, no problems. During the day, you can forget it. You can forget it. Blue's not going in that crate unless you make him. And he definitely voices his opinion. It's just amazing to me how much personality and character these dogs have. I'm not used to having small dogs. I'm used to having bigger dogs. So this was the first time I had small dogs. And I'll tell you what, they are a handful, but love them to the end of the world and back. And to be honest with you, I'd probably get another small dog if I decide to get more dogs. I haven't decided that yet. I don't know. That's still, the jury's still out on that one. I'm kind of at the point in my life where, you know, I want to try and be able to travel a little bit, and it's really hard to do that when you have dogs. When you have cats, it's not as difficult. I mean, you still have to have someone come and take care of them, of course. But cats are pretty self-sufficient, considering the whole litter box thing. And I know the litter box is disgusting, you know, but if you clean it on a regular basis, it's not too bad. But yeah, So it might be that just, you know, down the road, we just have a cat, you know? Will I ever have another cat like Jabba the Hutt? No. This cat is abnormally nice. Abnormally nice. I know I've told you guys this before. We really think she was like dropped on her head as a baby. Something must have happened because I've never had a cat that's this nice. Ever. My last cat I had, Samantha, she loved me. She was very attached to me. And, you know, had no problems with me, but anyone else, she would just walk out of the blue, come up and just like swat at people, or swat at Alex, or swat at whatever was there. She just, you know, I just feel like scratching you, or I just feel like biting you, you know. She was very like, very up and down, very up and down. But yeah, she was a great cat. She had wonderful personality. She was, yeah, I loved her quite a bit. She was awesome. But yeah, this cat, Jabba, you could do anything to this cat and she'll just sit there and take it. Like, okay, whatevs. No problem. You can roll me around on the floor. That's fine. Like, really, she doesn't care. Doesn't care. It's hilarious to me. You know. I mean, most cats, sure, they'll play, and then when they've had enough, they'll be like, I've had enough. And they start their whole, I'm going to growl at you, or I'm going to, you know, tell you I've had enough. Nope. Not her. And the only time she bites, which apparently this is normal in cats, and tell me if I'm wrong, but like she likes to lick. She's the lickiest cat I've ever had. And she likes to lick like your hand or whatever, and then she'll just love tap you. She doesn't bite. She just kind of just grabs, let you know she's there. But apparently that's kind of a normal thing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I think I've gotten most of... And watch. Did it go through? It didn't go through. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think I got most of that. Yeah, this part here is going to take a lot of time. A whole lot of time. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Yeah, I've been doing this for like, what, 3 hours? Holy cow. See, I take my time when I do this, y'all. I take my time. So anyway. All right, let me zoom out. I'm kind of impressed I got this much done, though. Kind of impressed. Doesn't look bad. It's looking very vibrant. So yeah, we got a lot done. And hopefully on my next color and chat, we can finish this. If I don't finish it off camera, I might. I don't know. But if not, we can find another thing to color. But I'll definitely, even if I finish it off camera, I'll show you the finished page. But I don't know. I might do all this on camera and have a color and chat with you. So anyway, that is the pig out of Fairies in Dreamland by Denyse Klette. I'll have the link down below. I'll have the link for the Bic Intensity markers down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a lengthy video, and I'm sorry for the interruption in the middle when my computer turned off. I know that's a real pain, and I apologize. And I need to fix my camera from falling like that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again really soon.